What's up everyone, this is Impact Easy and welcome to Songs of Conquest. We are going to be starting a new campaign and as per usual, we're going to be going in reasonably fresh. This will be a learning curve. From what I understand, this game is very deep and from what the limited amount that I've played, I can see a lot of kind of interesting mechanics the way the game works. Also, it reminds me of a SNES game, which definitely appeals to me. Super Nintendo is probably one, if not my favorite console, if that's not showing my age. And also, even though it is early access, I can see this game on the road to being very great. So we're going to hop in here and start a new campaign. Like I said before, I'm going to be learning as we go. I know the basics of the game. I usually put about an hour or two into something that I plan on putting onto the channel. So I've played a little bit, but not too much. So we're going to be doing the Song of Stoutheart. So Cecilia Stoutheart, the young Baroness of the Barony of Stoutheart, must face enemies within and without to hold on to her power and protect her people. Stoutheart will stand. So we'll start the campaign. There are 4 chapters in this campaign. So we're going to be doing number 1 here. In the year 593 AA, young Cecilia Stoutheart rose to Baroness after the untimely death of her father, whose ore shipments from Barksburg rich mines go missing, and rumors of bandits are brought to the new ruler. Cecilia leads a small force to investigate the missing resources and restore lawfulness to the barony. We are going to be playing on normal, because we will be learning, and we're going to start a new mission. And it looks like Greenwood. So let's head in here and see how we do. Alright, Cecilia Stoutheart, the new Baroness of the Barony of Stoutheart, was on her way to the quarries of Flint Hills. All shipments of stones from this region have stopped, and she was determined to find out why. She suspected an uprising of bandits and peasants, and had already sent troops to the region to restore order. Alright, so there's a lot to go through here, and I don't understand it all. So it's hard for me to kind of explain what it is for you guys. So like I said, we're going to be learning as we go, and maybe you guys will be learning with me, and there might be some people who are, experts of the game already. So maybe we can help each other out in the comments. But for now, we are on the edge of the map here. This is Cecilia, this is us, and these are our troops that we have in our army. Pretty much this is our movement range. And if it's Control or Alt is what lets us see what is around to interact with, and also our movement range. And just some resources up here. We'll get into these later, the research and building management, which I'm not too familiar with. So, but for now, our objective is to travel to Flint Hills, and Cecilia must not die. Alright, so let's check out what is in these gallows. Looks like we can't move over here. We are on the edge of the map, and there are rounds, so you kind of need to, like, this isn't just a free roam game where I can move as many times as, like, there are, every time we run out of movement, it ends the round. So we need to kind of maximize our movement so that we're doing as much as possible for each round. So death comes to all some sooner than others. So we just gained 250 XP. And we have a Aurelian milestone. So we just gained 2 movement for this turn. That's good. Duration 1 turn. That's perfect. And also say if you visited the area as well. And if we click down on left tab, it'll say that. Because there are a lot of stuff to interact with, and sometimes it gets kind of confusing on where you've been and what you've interacted with. Dead Commander over here. The Dead Commander wore Stoutheart colors and was distinctive sign of Corvus reserves. Stolen ore was one thing, but an uprising against Stouthart's troops was more serious. Alright, so we're out of movement here, so we need to end the turn. I can't get to him. Yep. Yeah, because the AI is doing their turn as well, off in the dark. Alright, so we can pick up old artifact, was found on a body. It could prove useful in the time or come sold for gold. There is 800 gold. Gold, my understanding, isn't... It's not like super important. Mainly the resources are what you need for upgrading and things like that. Gold is important, but it's kind of on the lesser of the important items, if that makes sense. But for this, we are... to cut a slice of bread or strip of meat or the throat of an opponent. +1 offense. So I think we're going to take this. And if I remember correctly, we can click over here. Yeah, so now we have the dagger equipped. And so your wilder is kind of your general of your troops. So general of these troops up here. And you can increase this as you move along. Pretty much all these stats are buffing our army, as you know, the wielder or the wilder. It doesn't actually fight in battles. It's almost like a general off screen. But all my troops in these three, so our footmen and rangers, have all these bonuses coming from the wilder, and +1 offense. So this offense, yeah. And these are our perks that we're getting. So we have take command of 3 troops in your army. So 1, 2, 3, and guard, which is +3 melee resistance. So that's where this is coming from. So we have temporary modifiers and equipment modifiers. So +1 offense is coming from that dagger. And special order essence. I don't know what this is doing. And it's not telling me. It might be obvious, but I don't know what that's doing. And that's something that I don't understand everything with this game. There are some nuances of this that I'm still learning. Okay, so we still have a lot of movement left, and we've leveled up pretty much half to the next level. So we'll just continue down this road. So we have a looted cart. 600 gold, that's nice. Just seeing if it actually... It's not saying that we visited this milestone, but we did. Okay, we can't go up here. Little X on the boot. At least we can't go up there just now. Maybe once we uncover more of the map. Okay, and that's our movement, so we'll end our turn. Another milestone, we'll check that out. Some wounded soldier appears from the forest and snap to attention. This was Cecilia's Corvos Reserve, and they have clearly seen combat recently. Hail, Baroness. The Corvos Reserve await your command. Lieutenant, you've seen some combat. What is the situation and the status of the mines? Our scouts detected hostiles about, my lady. The gold mine to the south has been seized by rebels. We also encountered an unexpectedly well-armed force at Flint Hills to the west. We took heavy casualties and were forced to retreat. How well-armed? These aren't peasants with tools and knives. They have crossbows and swords, and bannerless knights ride with them. This is no peasant uprising. Someone that thinks me weak and seeks to take advantage of my father's death to steal more than a few shipments of ore. We must uphold the laws and show them the errors of their ways. Gather the troops. We march for Flint Hills. Alright, so we just gained these 2 troops. We have 5 out of 20 rangers and 5 out of 20 footmen, so now we should have 10 of each. Let's make sure we take them first before we close this. Okay, so our army just grew. And +2 movement, so that's good. Let's head down here and we'll see if we can take care of this mine. Let's go to this old camp on the way. Alright, so we know we're going into combat, so we're going to take these rangers. Again, the gold would be nice, but you buy troops with gold as well. So you're kind of... I don't know how much 6 rangers would cost, but we're kind of... Gold is kind of redundant when we were probably going to spend gold buying rangers anyways. Or at least buying troops is an option for gold. So resting for a while by this waterfall. invigorates. So that's +3 movement. That's great. We might be able to get here. No, we're not going to be able to get there this turn. Nice, we can attack. Now it seems we can move closer and maybe get there. Now we can see that, so this is going to be easy. Mini militia. Yeah, so that's guarded. Alright, let's head in here into our first battle. Stand down. This mine belongs to the barony of Stouthheart. It belongs to me. We will do no such thing. You would be wise to go back to your castle and prepare for a storm. There's one coming, I gather. The only storm gathering here is me. Prepare yourself. Alright, so now we get to place our troops on any one of these tiles. There is high ground, so these guys will start on high ground, which isn't great for us. My understanding is high ground is super important, and you do more damage on high ground. So we're gonna keep our people up. Also, quick battle really, from what I hear, isn't a good option. The AI really doesn't do a good job of playing fair when it comes to quick battle. And we can also withdraw, but we'll lose all of our movement. But we're not going to withdraw here. Let's go and fight this out. Alright, so they have... What are these guys called again? Militia, yeah. So... we can't actually get to them this round, but we can get to here. And then these guys are probably going to go one-on-one while our footmen take care of them. But they're going to go... all three of these guys are going to go before our rangers go. So let's move up. As far as I know, you can't guard or anything. We do have magic. So we don't have a lot of magic. Yeah, we don't have anything. We don't have enough of this. What is this? Essence? Yeah, we don't have enough essence yet to cast any spells. And each troop gives you an essence, so right now we're getting this blue essence. I'm sure it has a name. Order essence, I think it is. Order spells, yeah. And you are giving us what? Yeah, so they're giving us actually 2 order essences, and each round of combat, so next round of combat we'll have 6, which means that we'll be able to probably cast something. Could attack this barrier. We don't need to because we're going to be coming up here. But we're going to take a bunch of damage here because they're going to... all 3 of their units are going to go. Which is unfortunate. Okay, so we have deadly range of 100% and plus 14 damage. Oh, nice. We one-shotted him. Alright, so we can go here and probably kill him. Yep. He's reloading, so he's not going to be able to go this round. We're going to just do about 34% damage, because I think our range and the fact that he's on the high ground. If you move and then shoot, you lose 50% of your attack. Your attack will only do 50% damage. And that might go as long with our footmen as well. I don't think so. I think it's only ranged units that matters. So we do have magic that we can use, so target enemy troop gets minus 25% damage. We get plus 10% plus 10 defense, plus 10% spell damage resistance, and plus 5 initiative and troop movement, which is pretty good, but I think we're going to one-shot this guy, so there's no real point in... yeah. No real point to use magic there. Alright, so we lost 3, they lost 25. Not a bad fight. And we gained some XP. We should level up here. Yeah. So we get to pick one of these so we can level up our guard. So all of our troops will get 20% melee resistance. Your troop gain 10 melee offense. That's not bad. Or we can unlock another, I guess, troop slot. So we can command 4 troops at once. We're currently only using 2. So I don't even know if I want to unlock this just yet, because we won't be taking advantage of it. I almost want to... What do we want to use? Do we want to upgrade our guard or pick melee? We could have melee resistance and then melee offense, which would kind of go well together. So I think we'll pick this. We'll take this gold. That's a lot of money. A lot of gold. Wow. Okay, we're going to claim this mine. Alright, so now this is giving us... What is it giving us? It's giving us 500 gold per round, and that represents by this plus 500 here. So there are buildings that you can conquer and or recapture, I guess. And also later on in the game, as I saw, you can there's villages and towns that you can build up and add resource buildings or put certain buildings down, however you want to build your world, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I think that's all of our movement. Oh no, we still have tons of movement left. Okay. Well, let's head out because there's nothing over here that we need to do anymore. Alright, that's the end of our turn. So we got +2 movement again. There was nothing up there, so we'll just head over here. Looks like we have Tribute to Order, Source of Power, and an old battlefield. So Cecilia was no ordinary commander. She was a wilder and could draw upon the essence of her troops to weave mighty spells. Okay, so we have 1 order essence for the next battle that we're in. So we have +20 defense and -10 offense. Not really a great thing to have for one battle. What do we got up here? Alright, so we can get 10 militia, so these crossbowmen, they're different than our rangers. Or 600 gold. I think we're going to take this. And then that'll fill out our troop man. So we got 12 more militia. That's perfect. Yeah, we can take 50 of them. Six footmen. Alright, great. We'll take them. Free troops. Alright, so we got an archer's gambeson. So what's that doing? That's giving us +4 defense for all of our troops. Oh man, our offense is at 0 because of that that buff that, or that whatever we saw, what was down here. Yeah, the old battlefield. Looks like there's a treasure up here. Gold, perfect. Hundreds of years ago, the Empire of Aurelia spanned the whole world. Statues of the empires can still be found spread across Arelon, and many folks speak dreamingly of the golden years of Aurelia. 5 initiative, +1 troop movement. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. The troop movement is what I'm liking. And initiative, I guess we can go first. Hopefully. Looks like we're heading down here. There's nothing really... Armor rack, yeah, we visited all that stuff. Can we get there in one turn? We can. Let's go here just to see what we're actually fighting. If it'll show me. Yep. So it's a bunch of militia. So that's going to be crossbowmen. Okay, let's head in here. Erected barricades and a small force of armed peasants block the road west. You best be gone, young Stoutheart. Flint Hills is free lands now. Free? free to be attacked by bandits and pillaged by other baronies. Who will protect the people? You? Why not? You can see we are quite well armed. I can see that, but I caution you to think carefully before your next actions. Put down your weapons, answer my questions, and I'll be merciful. Or stand unlawfully against me, and my sword will deliver justice. Now, who armed you? One of good intentions, I've seen Stoutheart Mercy when old Lord Hammond was decapitated by your father. Now turn back. It brings me no pleasure to turn my sword upon my subjects, but unlawful acts will not be tolerated. Stoutheart will stand. Okay, so we have 3 troops now. Let's see if we can get them on the high ground. So he's on the high ground. You're on the high ground. You're just way in the back. And we'll put you, if I can, put you in the center here. Looks like they have a lot of troops. Yeah, that should be good. Alright. So we do get to go first, all of our initiative. I think we're going to be out of range for a lot of this. We need to move up. Okay, good. Maybe one-shot him. Nice. So he's going to spend his next turn reloading. I can actually hit from here. Wow. Yeah, I was assuming he was going to take both shots. Let's get him up here. And our archer should be able to deal with... Yeah, he's going to be reloading. We could move up because we're reloading. Stay there. And you should kill him. Perfect. Oh, he's hiding behind a barrel. Interesting. What can I do? Plus 10 ranged offense. Ranged offense. That might be something... Oh, so that did everybody. Good. Okay. I was trying to... So I can do this as well. For troop movement, and that way he should be able to... Or he can attack from here. But it'll be on a low ground. Okay, good. We didn't lose one troop. This guy's got wasted. We did warn them that we were going to lay them to the sword. Alright, so there's those knights. Let's see what we can find. Do we want to rush in there? So we have +1 movement for the next round, plus some XP. That's good. I don't think I can move down here. I think we have to go through these knights. Which is kind of a scary thought. I can't go down here with all these barricades. So it's going to be easy. They have a few knights, archers, and several footmen. I mean, luckily we didn't lose anybody last battle. And we have +1 movement for 1 round. So it's not even the whole... It's not even the whole battle, it's just 1 round. And we lost that debuff as well, which is good. Alright, let's head in. As Cecilia's troops approach Flint Hills, a well-armed force of soldiers wearing no barony's colors come out to meet them. Knights, archers, you are no ordinary bandit force. I've always wanted to kill a wildler. This... you won't be the first upstart knight I've defeated. Alright, so... Let's move you up. We can put all of our men together up here, and then maybe he can protect, or I could even kind of corner camp a little bit. Maybe? We'll see. See, I don't know what they have. Well, they have knights, archers, and footmen. We'll see how this works out. I mean, why give up the high ground if we don't have to? Oh wow, look at this thing. Alright, let's move to this tile, because I think there's zone of control. So you can... No, we don't want to auto battle. I'm not sure if you can wait a turn. I don't know if you can wait. Oh, really? Outside of range? Guess I have to move up once. We just... Yeah, minus 50% damage. Because we moved up. Do we want to go one-on-one with this guy? Good, so he... Yeah, that's pretty much what we wanted. Nice. Those knights were wasted. So he's reloading. Minus 50% because he moved, which is fine. Alright, so you can stay there. He's not going to be able to reach us. We can just rain Hellstorm down on him. Might be able to actually kill him now. Beautiful. Alright, so we lost 5. They lost 11, 16? 11, yeah. Not too bad. I want some of those knights. Yeah, so those knights were creating chaos magic as well. Alright, so the road to the foothills is clear. A crowd of peasants led by a village elder come out to greet Cecilia as her force enters Flint Hills. I have defeated the rebels and restored Flint Hills to the protection of Stoutheart as in my duty. Now who among you will tell me what happened? Those knights and their soldiers appeared recently and armed all the local troublemakers. They seized the quarries and mines and started sending the shipments south towards Barkspur, where their patrons waits. And none of you stood up against them. None of you sent word to the local warden or to Springhold. No, my lady. We were afear for our lives. We sent a messenger to Hope's Glade to warn them and ask for help, but the messenger never returned. Remember this moment. Next time you are made to offer up independence, I will always protect the barony from threats within and without. Join my forces and together we will restore order to this territory. We heard the call to arms from Stoutheart, as we did for your father before you. There are able-bodied recruits in the peasant hut. Alright, well let's get those peasants. Where is that peasant hut? Right here. Yeah, let's head over here. So we just claimed this, now we're getting plus 75. There's the blacksmith. The reason why I don't want to go in here is because I think we're going to get troops and I don't have room for them. So I'm trying to level up so that I can increase our troop count. So we just got an archer's helmet. That's nice. That is doing plus 4 defense. So we're getting a lot of defense here. 18. Let's lay claim to this stone deposit. Beautiful. What's this? Another stone deposit. And more stone. Alright, so we just claimed a lot of stuff here. Really need some XP. Not even a lot of it. Might have to come back to this. Because if we don't have room for what we're going to get, I don't know if we're going to lose them. But it's kind of a waste. We're going to waste a lot of movement. Just... Alright, let's head up. We're kind of stuck, unfortunately. Yeah, so... Oh, we can buy them. Okay, I thought it was going to give us troops. Yeah, so they're pretty expensive. Let's buy 15 of them. That should be plenty. Alright, so we're getting 4 gold per turn now. For stone, sorry. And 575 gold. Alright, let's head south. We've got a lot of movement. Small band of Cecilia scouts stood waiting along the roadside. Lady Stoutheart, Corporal Greenwood, we've come from your warden, Vilja of Thorncliffe. Okay. As per your command, your troops are concealed at the forest edge. Corporal, this is not a forest edge. These troops are camped within the Tenderveld. You may have disturbed the Fae. The Fae, my lady, surely the Fae are only a myth. Superstitions from the country folk. Did my ancestors sign a covenant with a mythological creature? The laws of the leaves still stands, and we must make sacrifice or break the peace. Consider what we must forfeit to the forest brings to atone for your error. I await your judgment. My life is yours. Your death will serve no one. If I remember my history, there is an offering tree southwest of here. Join up, Corporal. I need all of my troops, even the ones who make mistakes. Your loyal servants, Lady Stoutheart. Alright, so you guys screwed up, but we're going to take you anyways. Is that permanent? Did that just give us... I think that was permanent. It didn't give me a turn timer on that. So we have 2 quests. We have Investigate Hope's Glade and Place an Offering at the Tree. Let's head south. Let's make sure we have room for them. So we're dealing with militia here. We would waste 1 of them, so I think that's okay. We only had room for 50 of them. Okay, 6 rangers. Yeah, we can take rangers. Yeah, we have to take the gold because we can't take the rangers, or the militia. Which is fine. We have a giant mushroom, a pouch of gold. Let's head to the mushroom. +1 damage, +1 troop movement, -25 defense, duration 1 battle. So we're high. Pretty much what that is entailing. +3 movement, 2 rounds. Alright, let's go fight these Fae spirits high on mushrooms. Sounds like fun. Fae spirits, flying creatures of the tender wild. with bat-like wings, long claws, and sharp teeth, swooped and buzzed before the offering tree. They wore strange masks and screeched at Cecilia and her troops. Humans be gone. We wish to leave an offering for our trespass on the forest, as is stated in the ancient covenant between us. Stand aside, little spirits. I would do my duty. No humans. No, none ever. Spirits, do not trife with me. I am Stouthearth, and by the agreements I seek to make amends. If you continue to impede my passage to the offering tree, I will draw my arms and put you out of your misery. You're our misery. Misery. So be it. Okay, our guys are... Well, let's get you over here. Almost want to take them off the high ground and put them over here, but I'm going to leave them there. There's actually a lot of them. Wow. They're taking the high ground for the most part, trying to get into the middle, looks like. I almost want to go here and protect our archer. There's only 3 of them. I could kill them. Let's do it. Nice. Outside of range, really. Need to move up a tile. We're gonna lose... Oh, we still killed him. Ah, they weren't so bad. I love that jingle at the end of the battle like that. Really catchy. Might not be so catchy when I hear it 50 times, but for now. Okay, so we just leveled up there. And what we're going to do is take this command, so now we'll be able to bring 4 troops with us into battle. That's actually really good here. I'm just looking at that. But I need this, so we'll take that. Hopefully we'll see that again soon. Alright, so now we have an empty slot. And we have some worn boots. But we need to go to the stone circle. Ooh, that's a lot of... So duration, a whole battle. Nice. Can I not take these boots? Source of power, yeah. So now we have worn boots. These are doing +1 movement and view radius. And here's the tree of offering. Or the offering tree. The offering tree was the most unusual tree Cecilia had ever seen. Her friend Vigila of Thornicliffe had described them once, but it had not done them justice. These branches were smooth and glossy and seemed to be lit from within. The leaves twinkled like tiny bells in the breeze, and most uncommon, the tree gave off an aroma of warm, spiced cider, like her mother would give her when she was small. Frey of the forest, we trespass upon your woods. We offer compensation. For these Frey spirits slain, I ask forgiveness they could not be reasons with. Let our peace be everlasting. Alright, so we can give 1,000 gold. We got plenty of gold left. And they seem to forgive us, and also give us 3 offense and defense. Okay. Well, let's head over here, considering it looks like there's a treasure chest and something else. Old bones. We just found a shield. That will be giving us more defense. Man. We're turning into quite the tank army. More offense and defense. noticing, yeah, we've been to the giant mushroom. +2 movement, that's good. Looks like our next objective is to investigate Hope's Glade, and that seems to be what's going on over here. We do have some mercenaries. So let's head in here and show them the error of their ways. Guarding the road was a large force of mercenaries hailing from the merchant state of Baria. Turn back, the road is open for ore shipments from Flint Hills only. I see you are strangers of these lands, or you would know me as lawful Baroness Stouthheart. I do not recall a declaration of war from the Baron city-states. Therefore, you are thieves and trespassers. What other crimes shall I add to this list? We've committed no crimes. We are honorable mercenaries here on contract and merely following orders. I spit on your contract. You have my ore, therefore you are thieves. You will return it and tell me who hired you, and maybe I will ransom you back to your employers. We are not afraid to fight you, Stouthheart, but be warned. Our contract states that no one wearing Stouthheart colors are to be spared on the field of battle. Of course, if you turn around now, we can avoid this battle. Never. You shall be treated as thieves and trespassers, and my sword will deliver justice for breaking our laws. Then, unfortunately, we must do battle. You gotta say, those mercenaries are doing their best to not have this battle happen. Wish we had more footmen. I'm gonna move you here to put them up on the high ground. So what do we have here? What are these guys? So, Pinkeners. +1 melee range. Okay, so they're kind of like Pullman. So let's get you up on the hill then. Or might need to push you forward, I don't know. How far do they move? They don't move very far, but... So they're not going to be able to attack this round. Yeah, that's good to see. Outside his range. Let's move you up. Still outside the range. My god. Alright, well your turn's ended. Let's focus on one at a time. I'm gonna move back one. And get out of their range. Actually, if they can move to my tile... What does that blue circle mean? Is that their attack radius? I could do one of these. What is... We don't really have many damaging spells. Okay, let's pull him back. Okay, so he did minus 50% damage. Let's get rid of you. Beautiful. Okay, he's reloading. Alright, so we lost 4, they lost plenty. 22 plus, yeah, they lost... Surprised we did so well. That's pretty much all of our movement, so it's round 18. Don't know if that's good or not from where we're standing. Ooh, lots of material there. Cecilia's troops searched the smoking remains of Hope's Glade, looking for survivors. Townsfolk had clearly put up a fight, and for that they had suffered. From the rubble they heard a moan, and they uncovered a badly injured militiaman. Lady Stouthearth. We held as long as we could. We had to retreat. They were too strong. Who did this? Byron's? The truth of Byron. I'm probably saying that wrong. Mercenaries marched on towards Barkspur, but it were knights that attacked us, men of Erelon, setting fire to our homes, taking no surrender. All we could do was flee to the hills north of here. The wounded man tried to speak, then fell limp. His eyes glazed over as the last sliver of strength left his body. His essence is in the wind, but Stouthearth still stands. Come, there are survivors here yet. Let's search the hills before we journey south to Barkspur. It's time to put an end to this. Okay, we can look for survivors. I think we should do that, definitely. More resources there. Alright, so we can take Worn Gloves, which is plus 1 defense, or gold. I think we're doing fine on the gold front, so we'll take the gloves, because we don't actually have gloves at the moment. More gold and resources, we'll take it. As they reached the top of the hill, they found a sturdy tavern and the soot-covered injured and scared survivors of Hope's Glade. From among them, a minstrel stood and greeted Cecilia. Hail, do my eyes deceive me, the Baroness of Stouthearth, who granted reprieve. If you mean to avenge these foul knights, then we brave souls would join your fight. And with your aid, Stouthearth will stand, returning peace and order to the land. So we just found survivors, and we have minstrels here. So these guys have the ability to give plus 5 defense and plus 5% spell damage resistance. And they're melee fighters, pretty much. So we are going to buy 30 of them, because we have the money for it. And we're kind of running low on melee fighters. And they're upgraded unit here. They're tier 2. What are they? So they produce creation and chaos magic. Alright, so our 4th slot is filled now. Alright, so we're getting a lot of resources here, at least wood and stone. We do have Glimmer's Weave, Ancient Amber, and Celestial Ore. I mean, we'll take it all. Let's make sure we visited all of these places. We haven't seen the road sign. What will this do for us? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm glad we came here. I was going to run over that. So we have offense or initiative. We have tier 2 offense, actually. I think we're going to take the melee. I mean, our defense is through the roof, so it'd be nice to get some offense on the go. Yeah, plus 10, plus 20 melee offense. And with that, I'm going to end the episode here. When we come back, we will finish up this chapter and continue on to the next one, maybe. It looks like there's still a bit more to do in this region. So, if you guys want to join me on the next episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to everyone later. Have a good day. Bye for now.